Hey everybody, Carla Hall here. 'Tis the season to use your slow cooker. It's cold outside, you have stuff to do-ish. So I want to give you my top 10 tips for using a slow cooker. Tip number 1, if you're using the slow cooker and you want that depth of flavor, sear your meat or your chicken first. Here I have some beef that I've seared, and you want all of that caramelization, and then you're gonna deglaze that, and then you're gonna put it into your slow cooker. That way, you're gonna be building those flavors. Tip number 2, when you're converting a recipe from a regular recipe to a slow cooker recipe, you use less liquid, about a half, sometimes maybe 2/3. Unless you are making pasta, rice, or beans. These are ingredients that need to absorb that liquid in order to cook, so you need the liquid, don't reduce it. Tip number 3, the slow cooker brings out the natural flavors in food, so you need less salt. I love salt. I'm always saying, what about the salt? But in this case, I'm like, hold back on the salt. Tip number 4, you're on a budget, the slow cooker is your friend. What? You can use tougher, cheaper cuts of meat because the slow cooker is going to break them down, making them tender and delicious. You know this is really good. All that marbling, come on. Tip number 5, add soft vegetables such as peas, asparagus, and pastas at the end of cooking because you don't need those to cook a long time. And we don't want those to be all mushy and ugly and ugh. Tip number 6, you're wondering about your dairy? Add it at the end, such as milk, sour cream, and cheese, because those can break if you put them in too early. If you're doing stroganoff, right, luscious meats, sour cream near the end. What? Boom. Delicious. Tip number 7, low and slow braising recipes are perfect for the slow cooker, and you can even convert your recipes from a regular recipe that you have in a cookbook to a slow cooker recipe. Those recipes that you have, like roasting and that look dry and searing, for instance, this meat, if this is how you want your food to look at the end of cooking, the slow cooker is not good for that. Tip number 8, seafood such as shrimp, scallops, and fish should be added the last 15 minutes of cooking. Nobody likes an overcooked shrimp. From across the room, you can see a shrimp that looks perfectly good like this. If it is looking like this, like it is trying to hold onto a piece of thread, it is overcooked. You don't want that. Tip number 9, fresh vegetables such as potatoes, onions, and carrots are perfect for the slow cooker. Make them in large chunks so they don't break down too much, but this is a match made in heaven, or in slow heaven, I don't know. Right. Tip number 10, we finally got there. Frozen or canned vegetables should be added at the end. They're already cooked, you just have to heat them up, you know what I'm saying? The work has been done for you. Now you just dump and roll, enjoy. And that's it. In this little bit of time, we made this delicious dish. Go use your slow cooker. What are you waiting on? Those 10 tips will save your dish.